Nantes. This is the start of day 2 on our journey to Faro. Last night was lovely. It's quite nice to actually have a bed. We didn't have a bed on the ship or a cabin on the ship, so we slept across chairs and stuff on the ship, and you don't really sleep that way. So it was nice to get to a hotel last night, have a few beers, and just kind of fall into a bed and have a good sleep. A shower was lovely as well. I really enjoyed the shower. So yeah, it was nice to freshen up and get ready for today. One problem with today is this: it is raining. It's quite heavy as well, but it's supposed to kind of stop raining at about 10 o'clock. It's now 8:30, so we're kind of gonna hold off, I think, until 10 o'clock and see if it dries up a bit. We have rain gear with us anyway, but you know, I don't want to be driving in the rain like if possible. But as we head further south towards Bordeaux today, which is a 345 kilometer run, we should be there at, depending on what time, it's about a 5.5 hours straight distance. We want to stop into La Rochelle and see the stadium, the rugby stadium. So it should be a good run today. Hopefully the weather will clear up, and we'll push on from there. All right. So we did a stop today. Our stop on the way down today was in La Rochelle. We went to the stadium in La Rochelle. It was kind of cool because their club logo is actually painted on the ground outside the turnstiles. So we got a picture of that next to the bikes. That was kind of cool. But yeah, it's an amazing feeling. I was saying to Brian today, for me anyway, to kind of look at a place you see on TV all the time. You know, Munster playing La Rochelle or whatever. And I think people fly down to see that, but we haven't flown down. We've actually driven our bikes to get here, you know. And that's always a kind of how would you say, it's always the kind of reward for me, is to say other people fly to get here, but we've actually achieved something by driving bikes to get here, you know what I mean? So it's a good feeling, you know. So anyway, on to Bordeaux. Hello. So we made it to Bordeaux. As you can see, I'm all showered and changed and everything else, and fed. It's brilliant. We're staying in the Ibis Hotel here in Bordeaux. It's behind me here, as you can see. It's a grand little hotel, you know. It's a bar there and a restaurant, and it took us about, we left at 9 o'clock. We arrived here at about, I think it was around 4 o'clock, and you know, it was a nice little trip down. We've so far we've made it from Cherbourg to Bordeaux without putting one wheel on a motorway, which is pretty impressive, I reckon. The one thing we were told coming down here was that the amount of tolls in France were going to crucify us, you know. And I had that experience as well coming back from Poland. I jumped on a motorway in Paris and went as far as Brie, and the amount of money I paid in tolls was crazy. So we've actually managed to see a lot of France and experience the countryside, which is absolutely, it's magnificent here. The one thing that kind of got me today, what was lovely, was that, you know, you really felt you were hitting the south of France when you started seeing vineyards where they were growing corn before. Now they're growing vineyards, growing grapes and stuff. So it was almost like a line in the sand between northern France and the Bordeaux wine region of France. So yeah, we're making good tracks. We're doing well. I forgot my laptop is giving me troubles at the moment. Never think an IT guy could repair a laptop, but yeah, it's giving me issues. So I'm going to get my darling girlfriend, like last time, to bring a new laptop to me when she gets to Faro. So we're going to start uploading the videos then. The trip so far has been absolutely brilliant. Loving every minute, every turn of the wheel. The weather this morning started off miserable, but after about a half an hour's ride, it wasn't a really wet rain. It was, I know it sounds stupid, but it was more kind of misty kind of a muggy weather. And after about a half an hour, it started clearing up and drying up, and we travelled the rest of the way with no bad weather at all. So you can feel the heat changing. It's getting warm. As you can see, I got a bit sunburned today, a bit windburned or whatever, but yeah, it's the trip is going really well. Really enjoying it. Tomorrow we have a big push. It's between 7 and 7.5 hours between here and Vitoria-Gasteiz. We want to stop into Biarritz along the way. It's going to be a big challenge because Biarritz itself is only 3.5 hours from here. That's kind of like borderland between France and Spain. Then it's an extra bit on to Vitoria-Gasteiz. So myself and Brian were talking there over dinner, and we're saying that what we're going to do. Yeah, like this morning we booked the Ibis Hotel in Bordeaux with full confidence we were going to make it here, time wise and everything else. But tomorrow what we're going to do is not book anything, and maybe when we get to Biarritz, then have a think about how we're feeling, and if we're too tired to roll on or whatever, and make a call in Biarritz as to whether we're going to push to Vitoria-Gasteiz, or maybe just get a bit closer to it to shorten the distance the next day to Salamanca. So tomorrow's kind of in flex a little bit, but it's all part of the adventure, I suppose. So yeah, having a great time. Bike is all locked up, and that's my one there, and Brian's is sitting over here. So yeah, we're good to go, ready to go to I'm going to the bar now for a few beers, but yeah, ready to roll out tomorrow. The weather is getting very much warmer. It's you can feel when you're riding along now. At the start it was kind of there's a slight chill in the wind, but now there's like a really warm wind hitting you on the bike, but it's lovely. It's a great trip, brilliant, having a great time. Okay, so talk to you in a while. We'll see you, check in again tomorrow. Okay.